The vehicle is completely autonomous. It lands by itself, it navigates by itself. It can fly more than 50 miles an hour.
You wouldn't find one person on this planet who hasn't heard of Amazon. Amazon began as a startup. Jeff Bezos started in his garage, but today is one of the leading companies in the world. Amazon provides you with everything you need, irrespective of which part of the world you reside in. The company has made Bezos the richest man on the planet currently. Well, as you have already guessed in today's video, we are going to talk about Amazon. To be more specific, Amazon's future delivery drone service and how it will function. I know you guys are really excited to dig in the video. So let's get started. Well, let's start off by understanding what exactly is Amazon Prime Air. Amazon's Prime membership program provides consumers access to streaming video, music, ebooks, free shipping, and much more at just $99 or £79 a year. In an attempt to load Prime with more Amazon-specific services and ventures, Amazon is developing Prime Air, a delivery system intended to get packages to buyers in 30 minutes or less utilizing unmanned aerial vehicles or what it calls drones. Amazon Fest announced plans of Amazon Prime Air in 2013. How will it function? As to how the drone delivery system will actually function, Amazon has been obscure with publishing details. But from what we can tell, customers who qualify for drone delivery can choose the option during checkout. Then they print off a QR code provided by Amazon and stick it outside their residence, on the lawn, wherever you like the signage. The QR code operates as a beacon, enabling the drone to find the shopper's delivery location and cautiously land. The drone's rotors are also entirely covered for security, with these covers working as wings. During sustained flight, the drone has 6 degrees of freedom, which Amazon states permits for a more vibrant and quick flight. A tilting design lets the drone to use the same 6 propellers to fly forward, as it does for takeoff and landings. Packages for delivery are transported in the fuselage in the center. The firm following the announcement of the brand new drone with a test flight video explaining how the craft transforms in mid-air. Amazon professes its goal for the finished Prime Air services is to build completely electric drones that can fly up to 15 miles and transport packages under 5 pounds to customers in less than 30 minutes. This may sound like a tiny payload, but Amazon states 75 to 90% of purchased items are under that weight limit. More vital than specs, though, was Amazon's ambiguity about when, where, and how this technology will be made open to customers. Amazon's consumer boss Wilk informed audience at Remars, "You're going to see it delivering packages to customers in a matter of months, but the firm has not yet chosen a location for this early service." Wilk further elaborates, "Our objective is to have a certified commercial program that will allow us to deliver to customers, and that's what we're working towards in the coming months." However, Amazon is expecting to acquire FAA approval for the design. As Wilk informed Bloomberg, the complete drone is created either from FAA-approved parts or designed with mandate in mind. Wilk states, "We're not telling the FAA, hey, there is something new that you've never seen before. We're saying this is an airplane that's built to exacting aerospace standards." It's worth recognizing that Amazon does have a great track record when it comes to adhering to its deadlines in this area. The corporation first declared plans for Prime Air in 2013, but soon ran into dilemmas with logistics and regulations. Then in 2016, it was announced that it had made its first victorious drone delivery to a client in England, but that confirmed to be a one-off stunt rather than the start of a regular service. Google's rival Project Wing, meanwhile, has been steadily widening the number of test services and locations. If we discovered one thing about drone delivery in current years, it is that the execution of these systems is much complicated than just creating the aircraft. What Amazon has done today is reveal a drone and given itself another deadline. Now all we can do is wait and see when it delivers. When Amazon Fest uncovered its drone, entitled the Prime Air drone, it showed off an octocopter with 8 rotors, measured 25 kilograms, and could move up to 2.6 kilograms at speeds of 80 kilometers an hour. Nevertheless, Amazon recently posted a group of videos of its drones. In those clips, the drones appear to be thinner with no fixed wings. They truly seem very distinct from the original drone, which were heavier with fixed wings. Here is a quick reminder to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon. Also, make sure to watch the video until the end, since we're going to talk about the possible benefits and disadvantages of this highly anticipated drone system. Progress so far. Amazon has Prime Air Development Hub in the US besides UK, Austria, and Israel. It proposes to test drones in various international locations, but the firm has started trials in the UK rather than the US because it obtained permission from the governors in the country. UK. In July, the UK Civil Aviation Authority (CAA) issued Amazon with consent to testing drone operations in rural and suburban regions, as well as permission to examine drone sensor performance, crucial to identifying and avoiding obstacles. It also gained permission to examine flights where one person manages various highly automated drones. The firm declared it's working with governors and policymakers in other countries also. US. In the US, the Federal Aviation Administration (FAA's) initial drone regulations typically ban commercial drone deliveries, as drones must stay within a pilot's line of vision and cannot fly right over people. But the FAA is operating with private corporations and developing broader rules. Coming towards the most anticipated part of the video, where we talk about the benefits and drawbacks of this revolutionary technology. Advantages. Number 1, they can deliver goods instantly to virtually any location. The purpose of a delivery drone is to render services for delivering objects quickly and in out-of-the-way places. These unmanned aerial carriers can be processed to deliver particular objects from their headquarters to a designated area. Number 2, it promotes time management for all parties. When delivery drones are functioning to provide services for an organization, then customers and the employees involved in the process both profit from the increased proficiency. It enables people to focus on other necessary items of the purchasing process. Consumers collect their goods quicker. Firms can expand their turnover rate, and that results in higher levels of productivity. Number 3, delivery drones save energy. The emissions that a delivery drone is accountable for are far less than conventional packages utilizing traditional delivery tools. There would no longer be a requirement for airplanes to carry some goods, delivery trucks to provide home delivery, and other fossil fuel expenses because warehouses would be located in most urban areas. That decreases the cost of shipping and handling because there are fewer logistics to complete. Number 4, delivery drones allow a more secure delivery system. Delivery personnel is frequently exposed to the threatening conditions such as a slippery set of entryway stairs. Delivery drones devise a more secured system for delivery because they eliminate many of these agents from the equation. Number 5, they would grant a higher level of performance. All thanks to GPS technologies, delivery drones could automatically plan the route to a particular address when a product is ordered by a customer. This technology has a great success rate in comparison to humans when executing the same task. Well, we assume you guys are all impressed after having a look at those breakthrough benefits, but it's time we break your heart by taking you through some drawbacks. Number 1, delivery drones are a costly machine. The value of adding delivery drones to a firm's services needs a notable investment in the infrastructure of the business. That's why there are only rare large businesses currently which are even considering utilizing this technology. The average cost of a drone can be up to $500 per piece. That is competent for making an accurate delivery. Number 2, it expects advancements in battery technology to be effective. One of the causes why this fast turnaround is needed is because of our modern battery technologies. The energy requirement of the average delivery drone could cause it to lose energy in 20 minutes or less. That may not give enough flying time to get the packages to its expected destination, or have the drone returned to firm headquarters. This may dissatisfy a lot of consumers out there. Number 3, delivery drones need a technical familiarity with the commodity. The motivation behind this push for unmanned aerial carriers is that the expense of purchasing automatic delivery drones is more affordable than training pilots who can strictly follow a flight plan. Even when there is a professional familiarity with the product, human drivers would need to allocate time in the driving manual to ensure that they are flying items accurately. That would need to be a meaningful investment in time and energy before the service could ever get off the ground. These delivery drones' pros and cons are mainly hypothetical at this stage because the technologies we use for this logistics alternative are still under construction. This alternative could become the conventional express delivery service for buyers who shop online in the future. It could be an approach that is less than 5 years away from converting into a reality. If we can learn from our mistakes while continuing to fund research and development commodities, more businesses might think about embracing a service like Amazon Air in the future. So that's all for today's video. We hope you enjoyed it. Like, share, and subscribe for more exclusive content. Peace out.